Greeting to all. Today, in Pedagogy of English, we will discuss about nature of language as means of communication. Imagine a moment in life without language. There will be no information, no exchange of views, and no communication between people. There will be only signs and gestures for the purpose of doing a communication. Already, you know that in ancient times, a man used sounds and signs to attract attention, to describe things, and to get what he wanted. So that was the only communication between people in those days. Even animals and birds can communicate with each other through smell and also sounds. But the point is, human beings are completely different from animals, because animals can able to produce a limited sounds, but human beings can able to produce unlimited sounds and also unlimited words. So why human beings are separated from birds and animals means, so human beings can able to use the language, means that human beings acquired the ability to use the language. So that's why human beings are completely separated from human animals and also birds. Why means man alone has an ability, the use the language. Man has an ability, the power of speech, and he has ability to use his vocal cords, his tongue, his lips and teeth to make a specific sound and also sound cluster for the purpose of producing a words, for the purpose of producing a sentences. What is going to play an important role? Language is going to play an important role. So that's why man has an ability to produce word sentences and to use those words and sentences wherever necessary. For the purpose of identifying and also classifying the words, man has acquired the ability to use the brain. By using a brain only, man or a people can able to identify whatever objects surrounding him or her. For the purpose of to make his life in a systematic manner, for the purpose of mingling with a people, man is going to use a language. Means that social growth of the individual is going to depends upon the language itself only, because on this planet, whatever human activities are going to take place, in each and every human activities, what is going to play an important role? Power of using a language is going to play an important role. So that's why human beings are separated from animals. And here, the exchange of language among people, like the exchange of currency. Why means, in society, in a group, in countries, and also in colonies, in nations, and in government, what is going to play an important role? Language is going to play an important role. So when you have ability to speak with people, then you are going to attract number of people. For example, Narendra Modi. For example, Jaggi Vasudev. For example, Sukhabodhananda Swami. For example, Swami Vivekananda. So these people are attracted lots of people, not only India, from out of the country also. Means that speakers have an ability to attract a people. Next point here is, uh, we have a number of languages. So where we are going to live, so that language we can able to get. So that is the ability of the human beings, because in human beings brain cognitive system will be there. So because of that cognitive system, people can able to get any language, people can able to learn any language. Next important point is, your language is going to describe you whether you have proper behavior or not. Behavior of any individual is going to depends upon his or her language itself only. Means that your language is going to decides that you are having a positive behavior or not. So that's why in teaching learning process in our life, language is going to play an important role as a means of communications. So here we are going to discuss about what is the nature of language as a means of communication. So one by one we will discuss. So in that, first one, language is system of a system. Language is a complete system with many subsystems. Actually, language is a complete system, and within that one system there are number of subsystems are available. What are those? In that first one, the system of sound, which is called as phonology. Next, second one, the system of words, which is called as morphology. Next, third one, system of structure, which is called as syntax. Next one, system of meaning, which is called as semantics. So here all these subsystems are going to work together to produce a language. If one system is failed to work, then automatically, so there is no possibility of producing a language, because producing of the language is going to depends upon whatever subsystems are available in language system. For example, um, um, vocal cords. So here vocal cords we are going to use for the purpose of producing sounds. If your vocal cords cannot able to work in a proper manner, you cannot able to produce sounds in a divergent manner, because each and every word is going to have its own sound. So for the purpose of producing that sound in the same manner, what is going to play an important role? What are going to play an important role? Your vocal cords are going to play an important role. So that's why each and every subsystem is going to work for the purpose of producing any word, a sentence, etc. Next, the second one, language as a skill. So we have subjects like science, mathematics, and social science. These all are going to be called as content subjects. Content subjects means what? So these all subjects are going to be uh, transmitted information from teacher to student. Yes or no? For the purpose of examination. But language is on other hand, it is not a content subject, it is a skill subject. Why language is a skill subject? Means language is nothing but a skill. Everybody is not going to use the language in a creative manner. So because in a language we have LSRW, listening, speaking, reading and writing. So that's why for the purpose of getting all these four skills, what is going to play an important role? Real nature, real environment is going to play an important role. So here learning a language, especially spoken form, is like learning how to cycle or driving. So as they develop through experiences, cycling in real setting is different from learning the rules of cycling. Similarly, using a language in different from learning the rules of the language. Speaking is first learned as habit, automatically by imitation and constant practice you are going to get the practice of speaking. means that for the purpose of speaking in any language, which environment is going to play an important role? Natural environment, real environment is going to play an important role. At the same time, there is no need to concentrate on a grammar. So when you concentrate on grammar, you cannot able to use the language in natural setting, because grammar automatically it will come in your language when you get constant practice of the language. So that's why acquire a language is not a content subject, it is a skill subject. Next, third one, language is communication. The community cooperates through language. A living language functions as social behavior. It is means of giving information, direction, and expressing one's own thoughts and feelings, and it is a great source of aesthetic satisfaction. We cannot express our thoughts and ideas without language. Our language should be intelligible to others so that there is no breakdown of a communication. Why language as a communication? Because whatever feelings are with you, whatever ideas are with you, whatever thoughts are with you, whatever opinions are with you, for the purpose of expressing all these things, what is going to play an important role? Language is going to play an important role. Means that without language you cannot express all these things. Means that opinions, thoughts, ideas, feelings, emotions, etc. For the purpose of using a language, so language should be used in a creative manner, in an innovative manner, in an intelligent manner, so that there is no possibility of breakdown of communication. When you do communication, you are going to get a direction. At the same time, whatever information is with you, you can able to share that information with others. So that's why language as a means of communication. Next, fourth one, language is a systematic. Why language is a systematic? This means that a language has a set of definite rules that governs its use. First, all languages have grammar, and it is this grammar that gives a structure or system to the language. Every language has a set of words, and these words are derived from putting some speech sounds together. Secondly, system governs the way in which words come together to form a sentences. In To form any sentence in any language, what is going to play an important role? Structure is going to play an important role. For the purpose of giving structure to your language, what is going to play an important role? Grammar is going to play an important role. For the purpose of arrangement of the words, for the purpose of arrangement of the words in sentence, for the purpose of arrangement of letters in a words, what is going to play an important role? Structure. For that structure, what is compulsory? Grammar is compulsory. So that's why grammar is going to give structure to the language. Without a grammar, you cannot able to form sentence in a meaningful manner. To form sentence in a meaningful manner, both in a oral and also in a written manner, what is going to play an important role? Grammar is going to play an important role. Means that for a sentence, grammar is going to give a meaning. So when in that sentence, if there is no grammar, there is no meaning to that sentence. So meaning of the word, meaning of the sentence is going to depends upon a grammar. Next, so here we will understand, for example, we have a sentence, I speak English very well. So this sentence is in particular order. I speak English very. So this sentence is not in order. So first sentence we can able to understand in easy manner. Second sentence we cannot able to understand, because in first sentence what is there? Structure is there. Structure is there, nothing but grammar is there. In second sentence there is no structure, there is no grammar, means that there is no meaning to that sentence. So meaning of the sentence is going to depends upon structure. Structure of the sentence is going to depends upon the grammar. Next one, language is arbitrary. Arbitrary means what? Each language has its own system of speech sounds, has words for different objects. The same objects in different languages, like a cat in Telugu is called as pilli, bikku in Kannada, pune in Tamil and Malayalam, billi in Hindi, billadi in Gujarat, etc. So thus we see that the same animal has different names in different languages. This is called arbitrary. Arbitrary means what? For example, when you take one animal, that one animal name is going to be not same in all language. One language, for example, cat, in English the name is cat, in Telugu the name of that animal is uh, uh, the name Telugu, it is going to be called as pilli, in Kannada bikku, in pune, in Tamil and also in Malayalam it is going to be called as pune, and in Hindi it is going to be called as billi. So this is the system of arbitrary, means that each and everything is going to have its own name depending upon the language. Next one, language is displacement. Displacement is another important future that language exhibits. We are able to talk of the past, future, and also able to talk about places that are away from us. In other words, speech may be removed from us in terms of time and space. For example, you can talk to your friend about an event you have experienced many years ago. It is not necessary for the object to be in front of you to explain and also to talk about that object. Next one, language is creative. This means that each sentence we use in our daily life is a new sentence. We may repeat a sentence, but we may not do so exactly the same way we uttered it the first time. The animals make sound in the same manner every time, but man can express the same message in a different manner each time. So this is called as a creativity. So this is the special ability of the human beings. For example, goat is there, it is always it is going to express the sound of may. But whereas human beings, they may express that sentence, but they are not going to express that sentence in a same manner. Every time you are going to add some other words. So that is the specialty of language of the human beings. So when you have a creativity, you are not going to use the language as it is. So wherever there is a necessity, you are going to change in the form of the sentence. You are not going to change the meaning of the sentence, but you are going to change in the form of the sentence. So that's why language is a creative. Next, language is extendable. Why language is extendable means this feature of language helps us to extend any sentence that is given to us. In other words, we cannot set a standard length to a sentence. So this feature also lends language to be creative. The most famous of this song in English means that whatever sentences are going to be there, there is no boundary to that a sentence. You can extend that sentence at any level. So that is the specialty of the language. So here one example is there, one sentence is there. This is the house that Jock built. This is the rat that lived in the house that Jock built. This is the cat that chased the rat that lived in the house that Jock built. Actually, it is a small sentence. This is the house that Jock built. So this sentence is extended by adding information to this sentence. So that is the speciality of language. We can continuously speak about one concept. There is why means there is no limitation to that concept because we have language. Big means that language gives us an ability to extend that sentence at any level. And next one, language is a symbol of human culture. Language evolved as human being evolved. It represents the symbols of human culture and evaluation. From birth to death, human beings use language. Each community has got its own culture and its own language. Language that we speak and use helps us understand its culture. We are familiar with English and use the terms like thank you and sorry more often than others who have not learned English. So, language is a symbol of human culture, means that when you are going to use language in your day to day life, especially respect oriented language, means that sometime you are going to use words like thank you, sorry, please, can you please, cooperate. So, these words you are using is nothing but you have a culture. So, your language is going to explain about you whether you have culture or not. So, culture of the human beings depends upon your language itself only. Next, language is a prevarication. So, prevarication means what? Language we use helps us to think. Language helps us to imagine things and be creative. Some of the examples are Panchatantra, fables, all the fairy tales are creative and give expressions to our imagination. Prevarication is nothing but you are going to think, you are going to imagine about things, and you are going to create a story. Actually, that story is not available in a nature, but you can have an ability create that story with your language. So, creating story with your ability by not concentrating on the nature, only by imagination power, only by thinking is called as a prevarication. For example, Panchatantra. Actually, Panchatantra story is not available in the nature. By using a language only, this Panchatantra story is Panchatantra stories are created by the writer. So this is called as prevarication. Without having proof to that particular area, when you are going to create a something by using a thinking, then that is going to called as prevarication. So these all are the uh, characters, features, or nature of the communication. Thank you.